as we go through the month of October, we really start to change weather-wise here in Northeast Mississippi. We have cooler afternoons, we have cooler mornings, and our colors start to change. Let's take a look at the average afternoon highs for the month of October. This is on average. Now, on the beginning of the month, we start off in those low 80s, but we quickly cool off in the upper 70s, mid-70s, eventually by kind of a week and a half before Halloween comes into town. And then by Halloween, look at that, low 70s as we wrap up the month of October. At morning lows, this is the best part of it. October is just a good month to sit on the front porch, enjoy a nice cup of joe, coffee, and just enjoy the cooler mornings. Because we start off in this upper 50s, so nearing that 60-degree mark, but we quickly cool off, not even halfway mark, we're already in the mid-50s. Once we hit the halfway mark in October, we're already in the low 50s. And by the time Halloween comes rolling into town, we're already in the mid-upper 40s. So the mornings get cooler each and every day as we go through the month of October. How much rain do we get? On average, about 4 inches for the month of October. We start to go up, though, because we get more fronts, our secondary severe weather season, things like that. So we're starting to go in the right direction and go into a more wetter pattern as we wrap up the year of 2024. Now, fall foliage. When is like the best time to see those fall foliage colors here in Northeast Mississippi? North of US 82, you got about early November. So Election Day to Veterans Day, somewhere in that time frame. For along and south of US 82, you got to wait another week or two, but early, Veterans Day to Thanksgiving. During that time frame is the best part to view the fall foliage here in Northeast Mississippi. So let's take a look at the fall foliage forecast, shall we? This is for October 7th. You see all along the international border, you start to see those colors changing. They're really peaking along the international border. Nothing major here close to home here in Northeast Mississippi. Really very little change. But you also notice the Appalachian Mountains, so the Smokies, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, things like that start to change colors as we go into the beginning of the month of October. Now let's add a week into this. Let's go to October 14th, shall we? Look at that. More areas starting to change with those colors. Northeast, Great Lakes, Canadian border really popping into those colors. Southern Appalachians as well. This is really the best month to go up to the Smokies, especially go to like Cates Cove, places like that in the Smokies, because it's cooler afternoon highs, cooler mornings, and the fall foliage. It's beautiful out there up in the Great Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. But as you look closer at home here in Northeast Mississippi, we start to see a little bit of change. It's little, but we'll notice it. We'll take what we can get as we go through the week of October 14th. Now let's add an extra week on, shall we? Really a good portion of the United States is either peaking or wrapping up their peaking in that fall foliage. Of course, Great Lakes, Northeast, international border, basically you're done with your peak of your colors. Closer to home, we really start to see some colors here this week, kind of the week and a half before we go into Halloween. That's when we can see some really good noticeable change in our colors as we go into the week of the 21st. Of course, the Smokies, you're already done with their peaking. So overall, that's just kind of a brief overlook of the month of October forecast-wise with our afternoon highs and where we are set on average for everything. And of course, a look at that fall foliage forecast.